Hey, founders and deal community, Kirk Mitchell with Candor Advisors here. Today, we're going to talk about two things that are critical for you to know if you're a founder and thinking about your business or you're in the process of selling your business. The first one is the number one deal killer is seller expectations. The reason we bring it up again is that right now, what's happening is that buyers are talking about multiples coming down. That doesn't mean they have yet. But what's happening is that sellers are getting more persistent in their expectation of meeting what might be an EBITDA multiple from a year ago. It's possible to get there. The market hasn't yet come back down, but financing has become more expensive. So depending on the kind of buyer you're talking to, like private equity buyer who's got to borrow part of the money to buy your transaction, they simply can't make it work. So they're not going to tell you that they can't get to your number. They'll drag you along for a while, earnestly hoping that they can come up with a structure that might work. But if you're the kind of person that wants the majority of your proceeds in cash at closing, and you don't want to do a seller note and you don't want to do an earnout, well, those private equity buyers are going to have a hard time doing your deal now, especially if they need to borrow a meaningful part of the proceeds. So arguing with the marketplace and deciding that you need a higher level of EBITDA or a different kind of structure may not be a great use of your time. It's something you need to dig in with your advisor, whether it be your M&A attorney, your investment banker, or other transaction advisor, to talk about whether it makes sense to hold back right now if you're feeling like you need to be more demanding about getting a higher than market multiple. The second thing, and this probably informs the first thing, and that is FOMO, or fear of missing out. We're hearing from a lot of founders who are worried they might have missed their window. Now, they don't come to us and say, hey, I'm in fear that I'm not going to be able to sell my business for what I'd hoped to get for it. And because of that fear, I'm in a panic and I want to sell it quickly. That's not typically how we speak to each other in business. That might be happening. That might be undergirding what's going on. But the way it manifests is more like, I want to sell my business, but I won't take anything less than 12 times. And I want a stock deal. I will not accept an asset deal, and I don't want an earnout. Okay, well, there are a number of things that need to come together for that to happen. Your business has to be big enough, unique enough, and growing fast enough to justify a 12 times multiple. And depending on the buyer, they might want to do an asset purchase rather than a stock purchase, and they might gross you up for the tax differential between those two different things. Demanding that you will or won't do something early in the process, or trying to dictate what the market's going to decide about how it's going to value your business and what kind of offers you're going to get, is a path toward frustration, and probably ultimately could even hurt your business by distracting you from running it while your transaction advisor is trying to create competitive tension and drive the best price, terms, and legacy for you, the seller. So look, it's a tricky time, but there is still plenty of capital out there, and multiples have not yet necessarily come down, certainly not in a few of the more attractive areas. So there's still time to sell your business. It's just going to be trickier for a little bit here, and you've got to have the right advisors on your side. This is just not a DIY kind of thing. If we can be helpful, either because someone on our network is the right resource for you, or we're the right resource, please reach out to us, Candor-Advisors. Let us know how we can help. Have a fantastic week and Happy New Year.